Hey everybody, what's happening?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, I'm your host, Class, my co-host,
Mr. J.
And welcome to another episode of Burning Briefs. And on today's episode, no, we're not going to talk about what I'm wearing on my head. That's not what we're going to talk about. Today, we decided we're going to talk about...
That is not the topic at hand.
Today, we decided we're going to talk about The Mandalorian on Disney+. And let me tell you, I am late to the game, everybody. So, yes, you can start throwing all your hate right on the comment section below. I'm sorry, I'm so late to the damn game. I'm late to the game a lot of times, believe it or not. And, but I'm glad I was, because I like to savor every moment. And I am glad, I'm not disappointed. This show so far, 3 episodes in.
You're hooked?
I'm hooked. I'm probably going to put this on my class Hall of Fame at some point once I'm finished with it, you know?
Were you hooked after 3 episodes, or did it take the one?
Hooked on the one, bro. Okay, first of all, let's get back to the beginning, okay? Let's get started.
This is the real thing we should talk about here. I am a Star Wars fan. I have been since very young. And so I grew up with the movies, and eventually, yes, I checked out the comics, I checked out the additional TV shows and everything that you're supposed to check out. And I'm into it. Star Wars for me, it's awesome. Yeah. You, on the other hand, this guy not really into Star Wars. It didn't really hit him.
So let me talk about my background in Star Wars. My sister actually got me into Star Wars, surprisingly enough. She had the whole cassette, old school cassette. If you guys don't know what a cassette VCR is, what's the matter with you? Anyways, it's because you weren't born in that time. Anyways, I wasn't born in 8-tracks or whatever that time was.
See, back in the day, we used to have these things called VHS tapes. They're about that thick.
And you had to rewind them. There wasn't a way you can press menu option or nothing. You had to fast forward, rewind, stop, and play. That was the only options you had. But they were great movies. She had the really cool Darth Vader helmet-looking one cassette case.
It was like black and gold?
Yeah, it was a beautiful edition. And it was like, and we watched it. It was awesome. I loved the movies. And after a while, I didn't get caught up in it because I tried watching the prequels. The prequels killed me. The prequels ruined my ability to watch. So I tried watching The Force Awakens, and I liked it. But for some reason, I didn't continue on into it, and I knew it was going to get better. Some people had some disagreements in the sequel. Some people didn't like the third one, I guess, after that one, or the last one before that. I don't know. All this stuff about it, bro.
There was a lot of complaints and this and that, about The Force Awakens. But it's just like, look, man, you're not going to make everybody happy. It's a reality of life.
Everybody was mad about Han Solo, I'm sure, but Han Solo wanted this.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah, Harrison Ford. He was tired of the
I'm not doing Star Wars anymore.
Forget it.
But this was the main complaint I heard from other people. When they saw Force Awakens, they all just said this: it's just a new hope. It's just a newer version of it.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
And just like when the sequel came out, everybody said the same thing. It's Empire Strikes Back. It's just like, but you're saying it like that's a negative thing. Me personally, out of the Star Wars trilogy, I love them all, but Empire Strikes Back for me is my favorite one.
Yeah, it was the best for me too, honestly, when I watched it.
Because that is when I do believe you're first introduced to Boba Fett.
Yeah. And
then like the Mandalorian.
And then the whole surprise with Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker and the whole battle. I mean, it was just... and look, even if there was a reimagining of it, like you're saying it is, and it is, I agree with him. What's wrong with that? Why not do it like that? I mean, Terminator...
The trilogy...
Look what happened to Terminator.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
But if you let's talk about trilogies that try to go a different direction. Terminator was one of them. Oh, let's go a different direction. And look how bad it went. Okay, it went bad. The sequel was the best one out of all of them. Damn, the sequels are always the best one. Judgment Day.
Yeah.
They're always the best. So far, Judgment Day and Strikes Back as the sequels. They're so far.
Empire Strikes Back was it was great.
Yeah, so it's just like, oh my god,
Because from that movie alone, there's so many iconic lines.
Yeah.
That's where I love you, I know. Came from?
Yeah, from Han Solo.
That was dope.
You know, it's funny because it wasn't even actually prepared. Supposedly.
No, Harrison Ford.
Yeah, he
did
just put that in
He's
there.
like, Harrison Ford decided he was like, originally his line was supposed to be "I love you too."
Yeah.
He was supposed to tell Leia "I love you too," but Harrison Ford looked at it. He was like, I don't think he would say that.
No, Haas would say that.
No.
And I'm trying to get fired here.
Yeah. And so they rolled, and she said it, and that's when he's just like, I know, it was great. No, but
yeah.
Besides, that's like my favorite line he delivers is when he's like, look, man, my friend's out there. I'm gonna go get him. He's just like, your tauntaun will freeze before you hit the first marker. Then I'll see you in hell. And he took off.
Yeah, so I mean, even if it is a reimagining from the Star Wars and there, why not? The new generation of kids need to know. The old school one was great. They had the effects back in the day, but we need newer effects. And even if it's a reimagining or a remake or whatever, a reboot, whatever the hell you want to call it, it's still a better technological advanced version of it, right? Like visually done better, right? Would you say that? Like, I mean, not saying that you can't compare to the old school one. The old school one was really great for its for animation
its
and all that stuff, like whatever it was
for
creating.
Its time,
yeah, it was
I
a pioneer.
remember when we seen it when we were kids, we were just like, whoa,
blow your mind. Yeah, I was like, whoa,
now,
whoa.
You go back and you look at it now, and you're just like, wow, that was really crappy effects.
Yeah, and now that you see the technology we've advanced now, like it's great to see it in its truest, purest form, and that's what Mandalorian is. But it's not like that. Look, I want to make something clear for the ladies out here. If you watch our podcast, I know it's going to be a hard argument, but I'm going to make it, okay? I've only watched 3 episodes, but I will say that I think you ladies need to give one episode a chance. Just one. You might like it. It's not like Star Wars, okay? I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. He's a huge Star Wars fan. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but I can literally say that...
So my opinion is biased.
Yeah, so I can say
Clearly.
With my opinion, I haven't seen a Star Wars movie in like a little while. So I can say, okay, when I saw this... I can tell you, it wasn't the same thing you saw in Star Wars. I mean, it was actually, it's brilliantly done. It's like a great narrative. It's really actually sentimental. You got a baby Yoda. It's a baby Yoda. Like, I don't even have to argue anything else. It's a baby Yoda. You should see this thing. It looks legitly real. It's so cute, and it's like, what the hell? And in the storyline, everything about it so far, 3 episodes in. I'm already, the first episode in, I was watching this. I watched it with him, by the way. I'm going to go back with this. He brought me to watch this. He wanted me to watch. He was like, I got to get you to watch Mandalorian. So he got me to watch Mandalorian. I was like, fuck it, let's watch Mandalorian. So we watched it, and we're watching it. And I got hooked. And I tried going home, telling my wife, I'm like, oh, let's watch this. It was hard to get her to watch this thing. It took a while, for a long period of time, until eventually I realized, I was like, I'm probably never going to get my wife to watch Mandalorian. So I decided I'm going to give it a shot. So I started watching the first episode again. Now, I had not seen the first episode in a long time since my boy told me. It was a big, big long time. So I thought maybe I only know a little bit about it. And I don't remember much. And I watched it again. And I forgot almost half of stuff because we were I was kind of here and there with him. We were talking and watching it. But I realized now I started looking at more of the details. And I was just like, wow, I love this show. I love it. The first episode was so amazing. And then the second episode was awesome, and then the third episode, I'm already on it, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm already on the 4th. I'm getting to the 4th episode right now, and I'm already throbbing in the mouth for excitement, bro. Excitement.
Yeah, definitely. The Mandalorian has definitely. I've heard people talk to me about it who don't like Star Wars, and they're just like, yeah, no, I watched the Mandalorian. You know, it's good. It's really not, it's a Star Wars story, yes, but it just doesn't have that Star Wars feel, I guess.
Yeah, no, not exactly like it. No, doesn't have the whole.
I mean, yes, it does have the Star Wars.
Some similarities, yes.
Yeah, I mean, look,
it does have the essence. Yes.
When you look in the background and you see the other characters, yes, you recognize some of the other aliens from other movies and the familiarity, and they say a lot of references towards the other movies and other characters, and not only that, their locations, like Tatooine. Like most of us who know Star Wars know, I've heard the name Tatooine, and it just really, like, as a guy, if you like westerns, check this out, because honestly, it feels like a western set in space. He's like a space cowboy.
Yeah, so, yeah, He's exactly right. Okay, so
that's not going to appeal to the female.
Yeah,
aspect.
no. I told to sell it to my girl. I told him to say Gladiators because she loved Gladiators. It was a narrative. She loved the whole emotional connection, double cross, all that stuff. But that's what Mandalorian is. It was like 3 episodes in. It's already got 3. It's already building story that you would see in a movie. And it's greatly done. The visual effects are amazingly done.
Yeah.
The whole essence of it, because American Dad made a funny pun out of it. Like one episode they talked about it. Steve was like, people were more focused on the planet where those people were, not the whole Star Wars ship and spaceship. He was making a joke out of it. He's like, we wanted to see those people and all that stuff, what they were doing in the markets and stuff. And now this is kind of like that kind of version, but a better version, because you're watching this solo dude walk in, just running things, and at the same time you see he's kind of has like an emotional connection to a certain Yoda, and it's like a whole lot of like
the child.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of story plot that already gets you hooked in. It already, from the beginning, already gets you the character developments you need, that you want from the show. It already gets you kind of hooked up to who this person is and where he comes from. He even gives you a little glimpse into his like damaged past in some essence. I've only seen a few of it, but so far I can kind of tell where it's going.
The story arc and just the character development is so good. Like, they get you to love side characters.
Yep.
Which like normally other shows don't do, because they're just like, look, this character might get killed off. You're not supposed to care about this character. You're supposed to care about the Mandalorian and the child, because that's who the show's based on.
Yep.
But they make these characters iconic. They make them funny. It makes you want to watch the show. But I have spoken.
Oh, yeah. The fact that there are some people in here who are celebrities that you wouldn't think, like, these are macho guys.
Big cast.
Guys that are so bad, like they're known as badasses and stuff like that, and they're great performance, but you would never think in a million years they'd be a Star Wars fan, and they are. Nick Nolte was in the damn thing. Okay, the guy from Game of Thrones, you know who plays Mandalorian? You guys want to know? Okay? If you guys seen Game of Thrones, if you guys haven't, come on now. Game of Thrones, there's one episode. There's this
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal. He plays what's it called in the Viper, right?
I don't know his name, but yeah, they call him the Viper.
They call him the Viper in Game of Thrones. He's fighting this
the Viper.
He fights the mountain, he fights the mountain, and him go toe to toe. Eventually, something happens. I'm not going to give it away, but he's in this big fight with Mountain because he's getting revenge, for what he did to
sister
or something like that. And what do you call it? So, yeah, this guy, he plays it. I didn't even know he played it, but he's doing a great job performing. He didn't, he was telling me a little bit about something, like he was just like, oh, he thought he was just going to play like a side character, like, oh, an extra alien or something like that. And they were like, no, you're going to play the main guy. And then he's like, what? And, it's like, oh my God, it's got to be an honor.
The fact that he's an actual fan of the genre and the Star Wars franchise, that makes it a little bit better, I guess, that he himself is playing, Mando.
Yeah, I honestly would have, like, it's like a perfect example of, like, Ben Affleck, who's a fan of Batman.
Playing Batman.
Yeah, and he was good. Actually, I'm not going to give Batman, like, Ben Affleck I just felt like the movies weren't giving him the credit where he needed. If he made his own directorial debut of Batman, he might have given it some potential, I think. He would have given some of that credit to the comics, because he's a fan from the comics. You got to have someone who at least had some essence of it. I'm not going to lie. If an actor wanted to play a certain role, I'm going to give it to them.
It definitely helps when the person playing this character has a bit of a familiarity with it. It helps them as they go.
Yeah. Because they want to be the character. They've always wanted to be the character. Now they get a chance to be the character. So they're going to commit to it. And you saw Affleck, he got bigger. Like, he got vicious just to play Batman. I mean, so this is another perfect example of Mandalorian getting a chance to be played by a childhood kid who's like, oh my God, I always wanted to play it. And now you got to play it. He didn't even actually want to play. He was just like, I want to play a side character. And he's got to play the main.
He just wanted to be in the show.
That's it.
He just wanted to be linked to the show.
And yeah, there's other people in there. A lot of great characters that are in there. You even get to see Apollo Creed. He's in there. Yeah, he gets.
Carl Weathers makes an appearance. I like his character.
And I like his character too. He plays. He's got that suave kind of character to him, And I like that he's like the double crosser. But I feel like they do that a lot with those characters. Like they did that with Carricio, what's his name? Calrissian, whatever his name is.
Lando Calrissian?
Lando Calrissian, there you go. Like, I feel like they use the brothers all the time to double cross. What's all that about, huh? What's that all about?
Hey man, I don't know. All I'm gonna say is I like Carl Weathers' character and Gina Carano. I actually really like her character in the show. I dig it.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing where it's going from. So far, I'm already hooked. I'm only on the first season. This is the 3 episodes in. It has not done me wrong, and I have fallen in love with Baby Yoda. He's adorable.
You and everybody else.
He's I mean,
Baby Yoda, or
he's so lifelike. They made him so real.
The child,
crazy.
He's everybody and their mother is just like, oh my god, it's so cute. All
in for it, man. And I'm hooked. I'm about to write a blank check right now. I'm about to say Baby Yoda, and whatever it is, I'm gonna give it my number. Here you go, blank check. Bam. Write whatever number you want to put down. I'll go homeless. It's all good. As long as Baby Yoda grabs a check. All right. As long as he's the one to grab it and go to the bank and put it in there, I'll say yes. Otherwise, anyone help him? No. Goes off.
That's funny.
All right, so pretty much, I guess what we're saying at the end of this this podcast is that Mandalorian must be seen by all. It is the way.
It is the way.
I cannot believe I said that.
I have spoken.
I have spoken. Seriously, you guys, it's too good. You guys are missing out on a great opportunity to see a story, a narrative that's done with a more opportunity. Like, there's a budget behind it. Disney is paying.
Look, obviously, Star Wars fans love it, but then you have people who don't even really care about Star Wars who like it.
Yeah, that's why.
It's just like, you gotta give it a chance.
You don't even have to watch the whole Star Wars. You don't need to know all the characters. Just go into it.
It would help.
Blindfolded. It would be nice to know a little bit about here and there, but if you don't, just go in there, enjoy the ride, have fun. You'll love the character,
the
main character.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, man.
It's definitely got something for everybody.
It's on Disney Plus. I think they have. If you're first sign up, I guess they give you like 1 month free or something. I don't know, like 1 week free. Sorry, I might not know this. I don't know if they changed that or not, but
they have their deals.
They have their specials and all that stuff, so you could try it out for a little sample, maybe see what it's like, and if you get hooked, drop that little card, put a little bit of money into it, Anyways, and if you guys liked it that much, hey, subscribe to this channel. All right, don't forget, we hooked you guys up, right? We told you what's up.
Tell us what your thoughts are on the show.
If you guys, you guys might not like it.
I dig interaction. So, like, if you guys have thoughts, comments, concerns, please come back to us and let us know.
Yeah, we would
subscribe,
like. We would love to hear your opinion on it. Maybe you guys have a different view. Maybe you guys didn't like. Maybe you guys didn't think it was that great. Maybe you guys got bored at one point. It would be nice to know what you guys think, so that way we can have some little honest feedback.
Give us a show you want us to do on this podcast.
Absolutely. And as always, we really appreciate you guys. Catch you guys later. Peace.